Now, the future of the Spanish Grand Prix is a little bit up in the air. Over the last week, 2 weeks, we've heard reports that the track is going to stop racing at Barcelona and switch to Madrid to another street circuit. But as always, I'm here to save the day, and this is why F1 should come to me for these ideas, because I have a solution in place. Today we are racing around Motorland Aragon, a very unknown track. I feel like, even though it's been around for about 15 years now, it's not something that's kind of mainstream or commonly known. MotoGP is the most, I'd say, recognisable category that races there, and I think it's a really good track, and there's some different layout options also available. I'm going to use one today which I think is going to suit F1 cars the best, and I think this has actually surprisingly high potential, and I'd much rather see a race here. Now, if you guys like the sound of that, leave a like on the video. Let's try and smash over 1,000 likes and subscribe to the channel for more, and let's get into this race. So, 8 laps of Aragon. Apologies for the AI, they may get a little bit chaotic, especially at the final hairpin at the end of the lap. But for now, we're going to try and have a bit of fun. So, let's go for the first lap, and then we'll kind of, talk about the track and break it down a little bit. For now, let's just try and stay alive, which is going to be the main thing I'm looking for in this race. Now, I really like this track. I know exactly where I'm going. I've raced it multiple times in MotoGP, so I know what apexes, what racing lines to take, and what I need to be doing to be fast around here. So, fittingly, I've chosen Alonso in the Aston Martin, and we're going to see if we can make things work. Now, there is one section which is a bit tough, and it's this one right here. This little Mickey Mouse chicane, which even on motorbikes is pretty tricky as we slice up the inside. The AI behaving very well, but besides this track is full of, I'd say, medium to high speedish corners and quite a few straights, which would allow for good racing. So, on the brakes, we've got a little couple of chicanes here. The big famous wall in the background there, made out of bricks, of course, and rocks. And then we head into this very slow downhill chicane, but then this brings us onto the whopping mammoth back straight, which I think would suit this current generation F1 system and formula to a T. Now, the motorbikes go off to the left here at the final corner. We are going to go a little bit further on, down to a hairpin, which could be an overtaking opportunity. We've got a yellow flag as we have a little bit of chaos there, so we're just going to try and get through it. Then we go for a little right kink, and then we can use this also as a straight to basically have some racing as we head it up to the line. So, possible photo finish, and also overtaking opportunity down turn 1. Now, we don't get the move on the Williams there, but that is a lap. So, this first part of the lap reminds me of Istanbul, Turkey. Very similar kind of profile. Then we kind of disappear off to the right. We head into a bit of a tricky section, I'd say, for F1 cars, where there, of course, there'd be a lot of dirty air, but not impossible to race, because these kind of mini straights in between corners are long enough that you would probably get enough momentum to kind of get a bit of a slipstream and kind of stay close. This is the one where I think it would test these cars and the drivers, but if you get through this is also an opportunity. If you can get the line right, keep your foot pinned through here, you get a nice little run down to the chicane, which of course is a bit blind over crest on entry, which makes it quite unique. And we slam into the Alfa Romeo, they're using it as a brake. Good recovery, and now around the outside of Gasly. Gasly up the inside, so we're again getting the switch back here. This is what I mean about the raceability of this circuit. Going to tuck in now to the slipstream, and we've got plenty of straight to get stuck in here. Down the inside, and now spot the 100. On the brakes, easy does it. Over the curb, there's Lance getting stuck in. Gonna take the kink. And this is what I mean, you'd see a potential photo finisher as we would go side by side with Stroll over the line. Already up to 9th place. Stroll right there, fighting back. Fair dues. Runs in a bit deep. As I said, the AI not the best, but it gives you an idea of what the racing's like. It's all flat through here. So again, slipstream, cars could have a look. Try and force a move into here maybe. The corner's slow enough that it would allow for racing. And then, like I said, it would be more than a story of just trying to hang on and, keep up with the pack through this part of the track. But again, here you could, if you get the line right and use the camber. Oh, sorry, mate. Apologies. Little love tap there. But you can also get racing through here. So P8. Let's try and catch these two cars ahead. I do like this corner because it's blind entry and it's actually, there's a bit of camber which helps you turn the car in, so it feels quite natural. Same goes for this one. You just have to watch out for the front lockups in downhill sections, but look at that, how much we've gained through there. So we're staring at a P6 as these two go side by side. Let's see if we can try and get a nice little exit onto the main straight. A little bit deep there as the Red Bull gets a bit out of shape. Opening the DRS over the top of the hill. We're going to get a run down to turn 1 maybe here. Tried to look but no way through. I think it's a good track, I really do. I think it's a lot of fun. I'll have to know what you guys think in the comments. Obviously we've seen the proposed street circuit idea from Madrid, which I'm not totally against, but Spain actually has other good circuits besides Catalonia, which also in itself, the Turn 10 revamp a couple of years back, also the going back to the Ultra Cane. I think it's brought a lot of character back to the track, and it's a shame to get away from that shortly after the fact that happened, but if we have to move racetracks in Spain, surely this has to be a contender. I'm not sure if it's FI grade 1, grade 2, but I'm sure there wouldn't be much issue with, bringing it up to scratch and leveling it up. As you can see, I mean, it's a nice, I'd say relatively, standard track for what F1 likes nowadays. It's nice and wide, good straights, slow corners, good mixture, which F1 and this kind of generation of car loves. Anyway, P7. Going to run a bit of engine mode to try and catch this Red Bull, which I think could be Verstappen. I think it's actually Perez, to be fair. I can just see the yellow on the top of the car, on the T-cam. Speaking of which, Checo, a little bit out of shape, so we're going to get a run here. We're going to get a chance. See, this is what I mean, last lap of the race, imagine that. Over the line, in front of the main grandstand. Through we go, and that is now P6. So, just over half race distance. Let's try and get a lap in clean air, so you guys can see what I mean. I think it's also a really good time trial track. Has a bit of everything. Really enjoy it. I'm not sure if it's a Tilke track, Herman Tilke, but if it is, I think it's one of his better ones. I really do. Extremely underrated. Does not get the praise. I know, I think World Endurance races here as well, sports car racing, but it's just F1 doesn't really get the spotlight. Even F2 could race here. Really nice circuit. Even this, I love this section. Brake at the curb, tip the nose in, carry the speed through with that brilliant backdrop, flick it right. Now we're starting to get confident. Next lap. I'll say next lap. I'll let one of these laps be engine sound only so you can enjoy it and really get a feel for it. So let's make it the next one, shall we? Let's try and get a nice exit out of the hairpin here and go for an engine sound effects lap, as they like to call it in F1. Let's run a bit of engine mode as well. Right, here we go. Sound effects lap. Also, it's a nice long lap. It's not like a 1:10 lap, you know, like some of these other motorsport series circuits, but that was a really nice lap. One little mistake through this left-hander coming up where I didn't quite get the apex, but it gives you an idea. Now, that aside, a lap and a half to go. Can we catch these cars just in front? I'm going to keep the engine mode up. I'm going to keep pushing here because I want to see if I can at least try and challenge for a top 5 here, heading onto the last lap. So we're going to keep the burners on and keep this pace ticking over because we're doing a good job right now. I want to try and get a top 5 finish. Oh, a little bit wide there. Overcommitted, I broke myself. Full engine mode in DRS. We might just catch at this very point on the next lap. They're battling now as well, which is going to help us out. So this is it. We might have a chance. Got to keep the pace up, got to stay locked in. Oh, back end is slipping and sliding all over the place. Right, last half of the race, they're battling heavily. Now look at that defensive line into one. Slight contact there. You can actually take 4 to go through turn 1 to be fair. Look at this, we've got the run now on the Haas. I'm going to go for it straight away. Not waste no time. Momentum on our side. P5, can we get maybe a podium here? Can we snatch anything? Come on, come on. Let's try and push. Let's try and nail the chicane. A little bit deep in that first part, which puts us offline for the second bit. Come on, come on. Got to absolutely nail these next 2 chicanes. Left, right, followed by the right, left. Battle for the lead as well. Come on, come on. Okay, we've got a chance. Our straight line speed's very good, so we've got a shot here. DRS open. Using everything. Come on, can we get something at the end here? The Mercedes are pretty quick. To the hairpin. Mercedes wide. Ferrari goes through. Gonna try. Let's see if I can get the run. DRS open. Up to the line, and we're going to snatch it. It's going to be a podium on Sainz. Wow. Whew. Late push. Verstappen, surprise, surprise, wins in Aragon. Well, that was a lot of fun and a very fun last lap. There we have it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. That was actually one of the more fun ones in terms of, you know, possible F1 circuits and layouts. I think Aragon could really work. Don't get me wrong, I'm aware dirty air, all that stuff that happens in F1 in real life is there, but there's enough straights and, you know, space between each corner. I think it could work. But give me your thoughts down below in the comments. I think also it would allow for good battling. There's good racetrack, good corners to basically have side by side, cut back, switch back, those kind of things. You know, different racing lines, just a good racing experience. So let me know what you think. Comments down below. Check the mods out for the car and the circuit. Links down below as always. Like the video. It really does help out these videos, guys, in the algorithm, especially during the off season. So let's try and smash over 1,000 likes. Subscribe for more. I'd much appreciate it. And yeah, cheers for watching, guys. As always, a big shout out to the members. Check out the 2 videos on screen if you haven't seen them already for more Simplace content. And yeah, guys, cheers for watching, and I'll see all of you in the next one. Take care, and let's goodbye from me.